Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I do hope you're able to. Wait, yeah, I do hope you're able to hear me properly. And what a day it has been. What a. Hello,
What a,
everyone, and welcome back.
oops,
I do
I'm
hope.
playing my stream. Okay, cool.
We are all set, I hope, and we are back to another week of Title Tuesday. The game's just about to start in a minute. So let's go into the game. We have the time during the breaks and stuff to talk about controversies and other things. So let's get into it. And what's up, chat? What's your take on the Hans Niemann Magnus thing? I think I've given a pretty clear thoughts on my day, on my view, which is out there on Twitter. Oh, look who's there! Oops, sorry. Look who is there. Look at the top seat there. Magnus must be in a feisty mood because he's never dared to do this. Which means also, chat, it's going to be Magnus versus Hikaru versus me. It's going to be a three-way out there at the top. And the game has started, so I'll shut everything and start playing. I know, right? Now, the first question anyone would ask when they see Magnus out here is that would Hans also play? And what will do if Hans plays here? And if Hans plays here, Magnus will. No, actually, there's no question because Hans can't play on chess.com. So that question has been answered by chess.com 2 months before they actually had to answer that question. And yeah, what an incredible. So also, chat, if you notice, the last time I was just going full on d4 knight f6 c4. This time I didn't need to do that because I don't think people still remember that game anymore. People used to have a tendency to follow the best players in the world. So I was hoping that they would resign after move 2. But that didn't happen in the previous stream. Okay, all set. All set. Getting back to our games, not going too much off topic. It's been a busy day for me, chat. How has your day been? I'm actually in the midst of recording a new course and try and guess which course that might be. It's work in progress, the recording. Does no one follow me on Twitter? I wrote such a long thread. If you don't follow me on Twitter, the ID is Srinath Chess. I made it easy to for people to follow. So it's Srinath Chess on YouTube, it's Srinath Chess on Twitter, Instagram, and all other platforms. Although I haven't created accounts on quite a few of those, but that is the idea. So, if you have any questions to ask about the Hans Magnus controversy, basic eligibility, go to my Twitter, follow my account. Second is to no, this is bus. I was actually going to go a bit overboard with my demands, but it's a follower only answer. Now, if you don't have Twitter, then you can follow me on Instagram. वो भी चलेगा. If you don't follow me on either of these places, third option is YouTube. But if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube as well, then at the very least, do like the stream, subscribe to the chess.com India YouTube channel. That is the last option to hear my thoughts on this whole thing. This is called fixing weakness. Fixing the pawn weakness. This is called attacking a piece. Wants to come here, but let him come. We don't want to give up this beautiful knight, the crown jewel of our forces. After knight f4 check, we can also go king c2, or we can take on f4. This also works, that also works. Momentous day for chess though. But it's always interesting to see that he just blended this. My opponent is a realist. If he's actually won, then now would be a good time to resign. But maybe he's only, yeah, there we go. So that's GG. Let's go to the... I think Magnus must have won his game. Yeah, Hikaru has won. Fabi has also won. What is this ganging up, man? When they know that I'm playing, they're just ganging up. From India, there's Ravi Teja, NR Vishak, Vaibhav Rao. I don't see a lot of... there's Setu. Setu 0025. And there's Indian lad, of course. So, Raunak is the notable absentee today. Hey Mikasa, what's up? And what's up, rest of the chat? Hikaru was minus 10. Let's have a look at what went down there. Hikaru is a title player and a top blogger. How did this go down? To minus 10. -4, -5. But practically not easy. It's still an exchange up for white. And it's only 5 seconds for black. So not quite a practical advantage. This is a big advantage. But his opponent played too slow. Here is the -10 point. So Here, black had to be accurate, but only had 15 seconds. Most people panic when they have only 15 seconds. This is this game. Is there any other game which is going on? Quite a few games going on. It's done. Any idea why Prague is not playing ECC? Probably because he didn't get a team. This is also a draw. Draws everywhere. Chalo, let's focus on this game. Just ended in a draw. This is still going on. They're playing rook versus rook. Chat, how many of you think you can draw this against Magnus Carlsen? With 5 seconds. There we go. And the next game has begun. Knight of 3, d5. My opponent seems like a talented kid. Candidate master, so someone young. Suleiman, the name. We play for the control of the center. Good opening. Yeah, I'm following Women Grand Prix. Are you following my channel on YouTube? If you were, you wouldn't have asked me that question. And if you weren't, then why not? Knight g4 is a move here, which looks extremely natural. Let's go for it. What is the title? Stream is not open. The hell, this guy wants to make a draw. Cute and shameless. Against such people, you just need to find a way to keep the game going. Shameless because as white, it's kind of a unsaid agreement that white tries to create chances. Thank you, nerd. I do have more tweets. Which I haven't been able to put out because it's also important to work in life, and since it's a pretty sensitive subject, I can't just tweet in 2 minutes. It requires some thought. Guys, how nice it is, no, to play against such people against whom I don't even need to concentrate. I can just talk whatever I want, and in the end I end up getting a better position. How nice it is, no? See, this is Hikaru's life. This is the skill difference he has against most grandmasters in the world, and that is why Hikaru probably enjoys streaming so much. Whereas for mortals like us, lesser mortals, it takes so much effort to play against grandmasters, and then streaming affects the quality. So I think I've cracked the answer to why Hikaru loves streaming so much. I mean, who wouldn't, Just casually talking like this, playing, and casually beating up people, winning games. Who wouldn't enjoy that, right? Bragging so people can watch. I mean, we should have some kind of a tournament where everyone is below 2500. I'm the only one above 2500. And let's play. It can be called the IM versus Srinath series, or Srinath feels like Hikaru is the title. Now, how do we create such a universe though? How do we do this selective, artificial selection amongst chess players and human beings? Should we? I don't know, chat. You come up with ideas because I'm busy playing a game of chess. This Apon speaks for itself. Guys, but imagine how fun Hikaru's life must be, no? It's like, what to say? It's like how I'm playing in this game. He doesn't need to stretch himself at all. Just goes and plays and wins. Just makes these moves fast. His opponents are so much slower and weaker that he doesn't have to sweat so much at all. And that's also why I guess he gets so much time to be entertaining on stream, because clearly the chess part doesn't take a lot of processing power out there. Was unnecessary by me, but that is what happens with excess in life. We don't value what we have. Okay, wait. Why did I do that? I need to be a bit careful now. If I lose this pawn, then it will be a dangerous pawn. Guys just has this little trap. Rook b1, rook into a2. And he's playing for that. I have this more f3 check which wins there also. Maybe not. There's king g3. Looks like I have to make some effort here. After all, seems like I need to think a bit. After all. We should win. Hey, look at my time. After all that trash talk, I'm so down on time. This is what happens when you don't focus. But I finish off with a series of primos, and it's 2 out of 2, ladies and gentlemen. A decent start out there. Wait, how is this Lagos Arena? It's not. It isn't. Meanwhile, with all the talk, we have forgotten about. Guys, there are 250 watching and only 34 likes. What is this chat? What is this behavior? Seriously. Come on. I just noticed the. I just noticed. I just opened YouTube. What is this? Magnus has won, by the way. Magnus has higher rating than Hikaru on chess.com. I didn't know that. Then Indian lad has also won. So, who are we waiting for? Seems like all the games are over. NR Vishaka is playing. It's a draw. I used to wonder why people play on in such situations. I have a part of the answer now. It gives time people to have dinner. Good, good, good. That's the kind of scaring people need, but still it's like what, less than 100, and there are 200 people watching. So come on guys, let's go. Indian lad is SL Narayanan. It's my it's a version of me. Okay. Let's stick to something solid. Pide Master. Let's go for Rogozin. Yeah, Rogozin. Queen B3. This is such a solid line. But that's okay. Not like I'm going to lose FIDE rating if I make a draw. Fifty people got scared and left the stream. Maybe their parents heard them. Heard me rather. What, Magnus left the event? So after resigning after 2 moves, now he's left the event after 2 games. This is not going to be good for his Tinder bio. If he's lasting only 2 moves, 2 games, that's not going to be good for him or his reputation. Oh, he did not? That's fake news. Why? Why would you give such fake news? Ladies and gentlemen, watch this. A typical combination. There's a pin. This is undefended. So we capture this. This is called tactics. This is called using the pin. And this is called showing off and bragging. Yeah, I get it. He's playing. He did not pull out of the event. I understood. I got the message. If he wanted to leave, he would have probably done it in the first place when he saw my name. The fact that he chose to put his reputation on the line with me playing, this, that, is that some kind of exceptional level of bravery has gotten into him. And second thing is, bravery is not always a good thing. Courage is not always a good thing. Sometimes being courageous can be suicidal. I want to keep the knights. Oh, I mouse slipped. I just mouse slipped. I looked at the chat and I mouse slipped. Why does tragedy strike me every time I play Title Tuesday? Now I really have to try and flag. But this 1 second increment is damn annoying in such situations when you try to flag. But increment or no increment, there is one simple rule for flagging, which is to just try and play fast, non-stop. Check. Oh, this is a nice tactic. It's not ideal to give up the rook, but that's going to destroy our chance of counterplay. What choice do we have? Game over, guys. I couldn't save it. I couldn't flag and escape. It's extremely annoying to lose like this out of mouse slip. Extremely annoying. For the rest doing? Hikaru is winning. Abby is doing better. Magnus is on 3 out of 3. So is Setu. Indian lad is also losing. Surprisingly though, Indian lad is SL Narayanan, who is one of... He's blended. His opponent has blended. Wow. What a win that is. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. SL has blended and meanwhile Fabi is winning. I mean SL's opponent has blended. Apologies for that mouth slip. Fabi has won. So, oh, did Fabi play against his podcast mate? No, it's Nikita Meshkosh. So, a lot of people on 3 out of 3. Hikaru, Fabi, Indian lad, Setu. course, Magnus Carlsen as well. I wish Vidit was playing here. Would have been fun. But I think Vidit is doing some Wolves pack tour. Chess Fan Bear is a pretty strong player from China. Li Chao, right? No, Xiao Zhou. Plays for this Panda team in Pro Chess League. Six with the idea of Bishop. This is winning. Nowadays, no, VD plays Title Tuesday. He played 2 weeks ago. Then he went to Azerbaijan for Shusha chess. Now he's in Europe. Yeah, now King F6, there is Rook F7, so King D6, Rook G7, and now it's checkmate. Who was black? I know this person, but I don't remember who this is. Yeah, that is Niels Grandelius with white. I don't remember who this person with black is. Anyway, Akansha is playing. She has drawn. Oh, look who we are playing against. Prodigy. I'm a bit of tilt. I was feeling good starting this tournament, but after that loss in the previous game, I'm feeling a bit on a tilt. So much that I forgot to play G3 on the third move. Is early Title Tuesday different from late Title Tuesday? Well, it's different in the sense that early Title Tuesday starts a bit early and the late Title Tuesday starts later. But aside from that, the format, the prize money, the number of rounds, uh, everything is the same. 2 out of 3, Pratham. I mouse slipped and lost. Is it a bad idea to look at chat during the game's chat? When I started streaming with my predecessors, AD, his first advice was to tell me not to check the chat during the game. And AD usually used to take it even a step further by not looking at OBS during the extent of his streaming. But is there any merit to his advice, chat? Is there a delay in what? My brain? Because of how slow I am? Yes. It's a bit of a pity that I had a bad start because I was really looking forward to play Magnus. Give me a sort of welcome to the Title Tuesday, if you know what I mean. How did the trash talking contribute to mouse slip? I just looked at chat when I was making the move. Like I was literally looking at the other screen. And I didn't see where my king was going. Yeah, I know. I'm so addicted to looking at chat. Because it is for you guys that I'm streaming. I mean, not for you guys, but to engage with you guys too. interact with you guys that I'm streaming. If I just wanted to play chess, I could just do it off stream. Sagar is asking why I'm not playing tournament. Literally at a time when I'm playing the tournament. How funny is that? Now queen d3. I'm curious if I should insert bishop f1, and then go rook to h4. Because if I play rook h4 right away, here's queen d3. This is also not a bad thing, by the way. Queen d3, I'll just take and play knight e5. c6 will fall. So I'm pretty happy to do that. d5 is another idea here. Goes h6. What if I play knight to e5? Now we need to finish, and this part is not always easy. Because these kids, they don't feel bad about how bad their position is, which we as adults do. We spend half our time in regret. And secondly, it's so easy to lose control in such situations. These winning positions were the times when Vidit's heart rate used to go off the chart. So also I need to be careful not to blend others. It's a bit awfully placed. Can't keep my... You want a rook here. I'm losing control of the position chart. Putting on this. Six. There's just queen b2. So let's go knight d6. Saw this, but I had rook d1. Puzzle rush. Having a completely winning position. This happens quite often against these prodigies. They're just so sharp and so good at finding resources. I can't even play queen c1 because of queen f2. I was hoping to just bully him by playing fast, but it did not work out. What choice did I have? This I was kind of hoping. Still not losing stuff though. He'll at least lose a pawn. My time is also so low. Forgot about it. When did it become so low? Okay, done. GG. Not a very smooth win, but we got there in the end. And back to our... has Hikaru won? Is he on 4 out of 4? Sorry, Magnus? Yeah, Magnus has won 4. Setu is also on 4 out of 4. We are going towards the break. Fabi, I'm not sure if he'll go into the break with 4 out of 4. Meanwhile, for those who are just joining us, there is a break after round 4. And once again, do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Oh, he missed mate in 1! Fabiano missed mate in 1. Did you see that, guys? King d7 and his opponent played a5 and he had mate in 1. He just quickly played e5. But in the end, it's not going to hurt Fabi so much, I guess. He's winning. So much of nerves there. Wow. I thought that happened only to Vidit amongst the top players, but it happens to other humans too. The knight of 5 is checkmate. This time Fabi doesn't miss mate in 1. And how the Indian players doing? Akansha is playing live right now on her way to make another draw. Bishop and d4 is the simplest way. Yes, that will be a draw. Setu is on 4 out of 4. So is SL. There are a lot of people on 4 out of 4. So, good start for a lot of people. And not so good start for some people like me. Jump scares. Sorry about that, chat. Sorry. But if you did hit that like button, I wouldn't have to jump scare you so much. And we do have a lot of people watching, like, compared to the amount of likes. So it's not really totally up to me. Foggy morning. Once again, the kind people who give time for others to have dinner, but with Rook and Bishop, it really makes sense to play. So that is the first 4 rounds. It has gone pretty smooth. And what? There's no break after 4 rounds? The next game instantly started? What is this, chat? There are breaks after round 4 and round 8, right? Did they just forget about the break? Why isn't there a break? London against the Dutch. Which reminds me of the rivalry between the London East India Company. Well, not London literally, but London was the capital of Britain, and the Dutch East India Company. No, Magnus hasn't lost yet. Lost a game in Title Tuesday yet. He had knight g5. I don't know why he didn't play that. And if you miss opportunities like that, then life gets pretty tough. What are we going to put? One simple way we can do is knight d3 because b2 is hanging. Just go for it. Just playing a lot faster today. You can play queen b3 and try and take this pawn later, but that's okay. He wants to take it right away against this. It was not actually necessary. Meanwhile, chat, can you try and figure out why there's no break after round 4? Because I just wasn't prepared for this. Maybe there is something out there on Twitter or something. We still have the pair of bishops, so we do have compensation. That's not something to worry about in case you are worried about it. I calculated a deep line here. So let's say he takes d3. Yeah, d takes c4. He will take on d8, rook into d8, knight c4, now bishop e4. Rook is attacked. Next move I want bishop d3. So we'll play rook d1, bishop d3, and now bishop into c7, bishop into f1. This is the line I was calculating. Here I missed that he can play knight e5. This is why they say long variation, wrong variation. But he falls exactly into our net, and now both these pieces are attacked. If he takes with a check, then we take, and then there's bishop into c4. If he takes the bishop, we have rook c8. So in the end, we are up by a rook. Yeah, I know. Yeah, let me ask the good people of chess.com. This is the best practical attempt by him. He's down a piece, but I have only 2 pawns here, so he can try to hold this position. And this is the time when I typically start getting cocky, careless, and start messing up. I have to attack relentlessly. It is better to open up some air for the king. Any threats by the bishop we can meet with h6. And if he plays f6 himself, I'll play bishop f8. It's best for him to get e5, e6, but this bishop is protecting it for now. Yeah, can also go to h6 here, which just feels a bit better. Yeah, so rook d8 check is his threat. Can prevent it with bishop d2 at the very least. This is one way. Bishop e3 check also works. King f1. Yeah, but then I would end up allowing his rook. So I'll just go here. Next move I can play bishop h5. Take the rook out of this file. Yeah, Anushka does have a title. The honorary title for those who play the Catalan. Called blockade. Yeah, now the simplest way is to just play this and king f7 and win. And I'm an old man, so I will stay simple. Final trap. King f7 is rook g7. So don't have enormous advantage on that. H5 check is the unnecessary. Okay, this is annoying. You go here. Look into Sun, heavy one quick. Could have just taken this. Why didn't I do that? Oh, what a mess I created for myself. Lost my time advantages. What? Please don't tell me I flagged. Arey yaar. How did I lag? My stream was going fine, no? I was the one who lagged in that game. How did that happen? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's BSNL OP. I think it's more of chess.com OP. My stream was working perfectly fine. So, yeah, the stream didn't lag. OBS was working fine. I just lost connection to chess.com servers. And no one can help that. Oh, nice trick. I must say I like this format a bit better though. After a bitter loss, I don't have to wait too long for the next game. Well, how did our Indian folks do? Setu has 4.5. The others, SL, I don't see. White varies. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Sad conspiracy. I guess it's just that people want to see Hikaru Magnus badly. This feels unfair though. Both the games I lost today, it was totally not deserved to be losing. So now I kind of lost the motivation to play. PFC is not quite actively participating in this game. My position is also not great. Yeah, I can't wait to watch Hikaru Magnus. Now that I don't have a lot to look forward to in my tournament anymore. Sorry, it's not the same. Unlike those games, it's not like I would have lost anyway. I see chat talking about JE drop, but when I think of drop, I think of WWE. Start wondering if JE drop is some kind of a finisher. I don't know why, but in winning position, it just requires a bit more attention and concentration. I think it's just that people start playing better when they have a losing position. It finishes many students. I'm sorry about that, guys. Condolences. Fun though. Rookie 7, but there is Queen D6. Oh, wait, it doesn't work. Okay, guys, see the genius tactics in action. J drop is like Anshika's knee drop, except for the part where you watch all chess streams. Good one. That was explained in a way that anyone could understand. Hey, my opponent is defending. Why do people try to defend so hard? Why can't they just be like, okay, bro, you have tried well, resign, take the game. To be careful, Queen C3 blenders Queen D1 check. So I'm just going to play King H2. Bring out pieces. Let us bishop f7 check. Will he fall for it? Yeah, he falls for it. Cool. He fell right into it. GGO. Great. Some justice for me there. Hikaru and Magnus, both of them on 6 out of 6 meanwhile chat. Now what do you think? Should I quit the tournament? How do you watch the Hikaru Magnus match? Am I allowed to watch Hikaru Magnus when playing? Well, let's have a look at how the others are doing. Fabi has 4 out of 5. He's dropped one game. Like how people drop with JE and NEET. Okay, not like that. He. Okay, let me not be brutal. Poor chat. Yeah, Fabi wins that. And rest of the games almost over, I guess. No, there are still games going on. So Paran is losing, so he will join me at 4 out of 6. How are the Indians doing? NR Vishak is playing. Bharat is also playing. This is a strong title Tuesday. Suddenly today feels like the lockdown is back. Bharat has lost on time. All the Indian connections dropping or what? NR Vishak has 2.5. Wow. He moves to 3.5 with this one. Isha is playing. And I guess he will lose this one. She will lose this one. She's a queen down. Unless her opponent server drops like mine did. Yeah. She has lost this. So I guess that's all the games. Still a couple of games going on. Tani Tolua has lost all his games since he lost against me. Sorry about that. Another white for me. Who's my opponent? I'll play e4 this time. Pap Levente. I did not complete the emotional damage. I don't know. Am I allowed to watch Magnus Hikaru in between the game? Because I'm not really all that interested. Let me offer him a draw. Okay, cool. That was easy. Because this is the game, yeah? We can't miss this. In general, it's fair play violation, I think, if you watch others' games when your game is going on. So, made sure that we took care of that. This clever move, and my opponent thinking that I'm some strong GM being scared, immediately accepted the draw offer. So Magnus with the white pieces here. The position is pretty equal and symmetrical so far. Equal pawns, equal pieces. Black needs to work a bit to develop these pieces though. Now traditionally Magnus and Hikaru, they have been rivals for such a long time that they predate their rivalry predates Sachin Tendulkar. No. But okay. In any case, they've been rivals for such a long time, and Magnus has always held the upper hand. Magnus has been superior in most of their matches. This has been a clear verdict, you know. I guess it's a bit like this Sampras Agassi rivalry. I'm not too good with Hikaru is after the draw, by the way. Magnus wants to play on. And he will try and press on, I guess. because if you look, it's an opposite color bishop endgame, but uh, this bishop on e6 is worse than this bishop on d4. That is a small difference, and he will try to just keep pressing. Look at the speed at which these guys are playing. Now, you wouldn't be used to this because you've been watching my games regularly, but nevertheless, look at the speed and the ferocity, forcing Hikaru to put a pawn on the light square. So this bishop becomes even worse. And now a5. But this bishop on c6, it's a terrible bishop, but it does the job it's assigned. It just protects all these pawns. And now Magnus will try to break with g5. He'll try to get access on the g file. Hikaru stops it. Magnus insists. He wants rook g1, g5. And yeah, king h7, rook g1. g5 cannot be played because f6 would hang, and Magnus would create some real pressure. Look at how he's playing strategically. All these pieces on the dark squares, and this pawn coming with. Magnus is just at a different level, guys, and yeah, I can totally imagine Hikaru going like, "This is drawish, but doesn't guarantee a draw." And it truly doesn't, especially these games with short time control. Hikaru prepares g5, and if Magnus plays it, he can potentially play rook g6. If you play rook b2 here, I think Magnus will not play g5. He will try to find a way for Hikaru to burn more time. Yeah, rook c1. This is how you create pressure in human beings chess. c4 is an idea. Bishop d7 is a good defensive move, trying to get control of c4. Now what Magnus can do is he can capture and then play g5. This is an option, but yeah, he goes for it. Now I'm good enough to understand this, that he wouldn't play g5 directly, but I wouldn't have come up with rook c1. So that's one of the key differences between a noob like me and Magnus Carlsen. Bishop c8, trying to activate this rook, which is what white wants. He will try to lure black out of his defensive posture. Black's pieces are well placed for the defense, so he'll try to lure it out. Rook g1 with the idea of g5, rook g5, rook into g7. g5 is actually quite nice here. No, Hans is not playing. I'm sorry to disappoint you, genius. Hans is not playing. Meanwhile, chat, once again, do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, so more people can tune in. And it looks like Hikaru has things under control. It looks sorted. He's just going back and forth, rook c6, rook e6, rook c6, rook e6. And Magnus is not quite able to get this g5 break under favorable terms. Now it's not even a threat because Hikaru has blocked it with the king on g6. So he can just take and play h5, and I think they're going for repetition. Yes, so it's a draw, guys. It's a draw. Understandably, the match between these two giants has ended in a draw. And how are the other games going on here? Now, because of this draw, I'll try to win the last 4 games and try and get to a respectable finish. A lot of other games going on, but I can't find the Indian games. How is Setu doing? And how are the others doing? NR Vignesh is losing against David Howell. David Howell is also playing today, and he also had only 4 points. What is happening to Title Tuesday today? It's like, Magnus has brought the atmosphere, brought upon such a chess-y atmosphere that the numbers, the people, the opposition, everything has gone back to 2020. Gotham is not playing, I think. Fab is on 6, so these are the standings. Hikaru on 6.5, Magnus 6.5. Now it's going to be like that battle royal fight, and Magnus will try to beat up his opponents, Hikaru will beat up his opponents, and they might just end up with 10 and a out of 11. Let's see. Bharat has 1, he has 5. Harsha also has 4.5. There's been a strong title Tuesday, I guess. Or strong title Tuesday, but also I think double the number of people. Hans doesn't play on chess.com guys due to unpleasant past experiences. Not sure what happened in the game of Setu there. Ravi Teja is still playing. Finally, we found a live game. He's playing against this Filipino guy who lagged me. And this is also a draw. So, potentially another flag incoming. Wesley So is also playing today, and he has only 5 points. Setu. Wait, I just saw his name. Where did Setu go? Yeah, accuracy of 94 and 93 is not, I think, that crazy. Hikaru was certainly under pressure, for sure. I can't see Setu. Standings. Oh, here is. He's just won. He defeated Blitzking 1729, whose name is Sri Hari LR. So Setu moves to 5.5 out of 7. Yeah, this game we already saw. Eric Hansen won. And what are the other games going on? Andrekin also won. All the games are over, so what are we waiting for? Wonderful Time also won. I don't know what we are waiting for. I have a feeling that today we might not have a break. Was there an announcement for the break? Okay, from here we are going to go 4 out of 4. Oh, there is a break after round 8. Okay. Dutch defense, AD style. Does everyone play London against the Dutch? The London is actually a pretty effective opening against the Dutch, by the way. We need to watch out Knight G. The opponent must be already thinking of it. Prevent it this time. And how do you people listen to so many streams at once? Chat. This is a typical trick in the Dutch, this queen b3 check. If I take bc. So it's way out of it. He insists on this little trick. Take the pawn, or I think we can take with the pawn. I don't know how this looks good for me. I like my position. I mean, good in the sense that it's good for Dutch standards. I know. Shika. If you knew how to switch between streams, and I'm not talking about the YouTube Twitch streams. Take this. Let him take it. I'll take this. Knight d4, I'll just come back. Hey! Got tricked there. Lose a piece now. It's going to be a sad title Tuesday. And it's not my opponent's fault there, for sure. That was just my human error. Okay, let's fight on. Who is Radzio? Wojtaszek. Let's still try to hold this. My opponent certainly didn't see rook b2. But he has c6, annoyingly. Is there any chance my opponent might be a chess assist? He's an national master, and he's the only national master that I know in my life. Any chance, chat? c6 is what I anticipated. I think I can play queen e8. He has to go queen d1. I have chopped off the dangerous pawn. I was going to play bishop b3 on the next move. Bishop b3 and rook into e2. Two pawns as compensation. Yeah, there's no Indian flag, but that wouldn't be my first clue. Although my opponent did play the London system, but the thing that really gives it away is that I have a losing position. So that's how I know for sure that it's not chess assist. Rook a2 was a stupid move by me. After working so hard and winning that pawn. Trap. Pretty elementary trap though. I can imagine times when people would fall for such things, but the general level of blitz has improved. So let's see. Might need to resign shortly. Yeah, this is a killer. Queen had 6 check and it's game over. Hikaru has won. Magnus is better but not quite winning. Fabi is also better but not quite winning. But Magnus is more better, I think. This is a draw actually. Oh, Magnus has blended. Magnus has blended the fact that this king is going to catch up. A4, this king d4. And Magnus has lost. Wow. What a game changing moment. The tournament changing moment. Magnus has won that one. Magnus has lost that one. He's thrown it away. And let's have a look at the other games. Botnik against Fabi. Botnik is losing. Fabi will move to 7. And Hikaru defense is turf. Chess.com, turf. It's interesting. Chess.com is almost like clay, and the other servers seems like grass. Whenever Magnus plays out here on chess.com, he didn't win the speeches championship, the last edition, and he's not winning this either anymore after what happened there. No, that was a time trouble mistake. It was not a mouse slip. He just missed that the king can come and catch up. So that is 8 rounds chat, and I'm not going to be looking at my games. So what do we do during the break? How about we have an actual break? How about that, chat? Let's have an actual break. Shall we? Go for an actual break and be back when the games resume. Alright, so I'll just be back. Meanwhile, do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll be there to catch the last 3 rounds.
Welcome to the World Rapid Championships from Warsaw, Poland. We're about to get going. Magnus now forcing the king closer. Yeah, this is very, very tricky for the Georgian player. No, and he blunders his rook.
Oh my gosh.
He blunders his rook.
Why?
And Magnus wins the game. And that was a lesson in just pressure. Duda, he has 3 pawns more than his opponent. Duda has won 3 in a row. He is getting off to a fantastic start. Gunina and Kostenyuk, 2 players with a perfect score. They're going to be facing each other. Kostenyuk once again has turned it around. And for the first time in the game, Gunina is down on the clock. Gunina is going to have to resign what initially looked like an amazing game from her. Magnus still has the threat on the pawn. There's the threat of rook f2. Magnus was actually very clever in how he just avoided the trade. And Shiro has lost on time.
So we have 3 players in first place right now in the open section.
This round, it's Alireza Firouzja and Magnus Carlsen.
I think Magnus is going to wrap this up really quickly.
The king moves away from the check. Magnus maneuvering his knight to a superior position. And Alireza resigns the game. The number 1 and number 2 players in the world right now. And Magnus Carlsen coming out there victorious, needing a win here if he is to have a sole lead. Magnus just simply retreating the king 1 step back. There's no stopping him from getting a queen on the next move. He's gonna win it, and he's gonna take the lead in this tournament. Carlsen playing against the youngster from Uzbekistan.
Abdusatorov has beaten some really strong players in this tournament, and that makes me kind of optimistic about his chances against Magnus here.
And Magnus now is going to give up another pawn. Wow, look at this. For the second time, Magnus is giving up pawns in order to just get rid of them. There's a check coming in here from Abdusatorov, and Magnus resigns. Abdusatorov takes the lead after a win against the reigning champion. Carlsen will have the opportunity to strike back with the white pieces against Nepomniachtchi.
Magnus is probably regretting this knight cd5. Now he's definitely forced to be playing for the draw.
He's not going to be catching Jan Nepomniachtchi.
That was surely a very disappointing game with the white pieces
It's the big matchup of this round. If Kostenjuk makes a draw with the black pieces, she will be crowned world champion.
I would have to give the edge to white in this position because of the permanent nature of black's king problems.
I agree that this is an advantage for white. What? It's over! Kostenjuk is the champion!
Yes, Kostenjuk, she had a wonderful tournament, a very convincing first place with 9 points.
Alexandra Kostenjuk, the new women's rapid world champion.
Nakamura facing off against Carlsen. We've been waiting for this pairing, and it couldn't have happened at a better time when everything is on the line.
Magnus moved his rook and no longer is trapping that king on the edge of the board.
Yeah, I mean, rook a5 is a pretty good move, but also king g2, as you said. And
Magnus gives it up. It's a draw, and the rules of the event stipulate that only the 2 players with the best tiebreak score will be allowed to play the playoff. Third place, then the bronze medal for Carlsen. It is Abdusaturov getting ready for the game. He will be facing Jan Nepomniachtchi of Russia. And Black's king doesn't manage to get back to defend the pawn. So Jan Nepomniachtchi is steering this game towards a draw. And that means Norderbeck is going to have the match ball with the white pieces in the next one. Nepomniachtchi getting rid of that last black pawn. Norderbeck getting rid of the white pawns. The guys shake hands. The white king is trying to run away from the checks. The rook just keeps checking in on that white king. Can the king get away? Both players are down to just 10 seconds on the clock. The king is finding shelter on the side of the board. Now he's returning to that checkmating idea that Irina identified earlier on. And now here comes the new queen.
Yes,
the new queen comes in, and then he's going in for the checkmate. Nepomniachtchi will have to, and he resigns. Norderbeck Abdusaturov is the new rapid world champion.
Wow, this is an amazing turn of events. I mean, what a special moment that we're witnessing.
The world rapid champion Norderbeck Abdusaturov. That is going to be a name to remember for the future. Only 17 years old and already a world champion. Welcome to the World Rapid Championships from Warsaw, Poland. We're about to get going. Magnus now forcing the king closer. Yeah, this is very, very...
Alright, chat. Welcome back to the stream. And the FIDE World Rapid and Blitz champion is Norderbeck Abdusaturov, if you guys didn't know. And what's up? The games are gonna start pretty quickly, I hope, because I really don't want to be in the situation where I've lost a ton of games. And all the rating I've gained is also lost. Meanwhile, Andrekin is the other person in the lead, along with Hikaru. And he's not doing bad at all. Andrekin is pretty strong, pretty consistent. And oh my god, the queen sack does not work, Solly. I was trying to spare you the... Wow, look at this, guys, 96.7%. I didn't want to embarrass you, but you kept insisting, so I'll show you. Yeah, Fab is doing pretty well too. Oh my god, my accuracy. Okay, it works. Queen h6 works. I was trying to save myself the embarrassment. It works, but my opponent chose another way to win. Why doesn't it work? Because I say so. Do we need another reason? Yeah, Prag is playing right now. Prag is playing Bullet. It's not related to the tournament, but why isn't Prag not playing Title Tuesday? Prag is playing Bullet against Chess Tunes. I wish I can play against Prag. But here are 3 more rounds to go. Oh man, there's such a long break. Opening is this Queen C2 H4. Anything. Why is Proc playing against such a low rated player? Yeah, when I said I didn't want to embarrass you, what I actually meant was I don't want to embarrass myself. Because, Chad, I don't see such a big distinction between you and I. Okay, guys, come on, let's start. Let's start. Why do I have to lose the game before the break? Is what Magnus is also asking himself. Now, as for myself, I've lost like 3 games, so I can't really ask that question. I gave chess.com a 50% probability to have a break just after I'm. Yeah, finally the game has begun. This time I'm going to be very critical on my opponent. It's going to be. It is going to be some. I don't know how to complete that. Going to be some aggressive chess. So want to take this, but I don't know how respond to knight d7. Where is knight c5? G4 and f5. Fine. Knight comes to d4. Queen d6. To queen b6, I think I need to d3. Let's go with f3. Okay. My piece gets trapped like this. This will be the third game where I will be a piece down, or the fourth game. I'm totally into it. If you're watching me for the first time here, this is not usually how it goes. Huh? Patches is unwritten. Dima unwritten. Bishop d3 is a pretty good move. Nice patches ironic. No, I think he plays fat. A massive miracle to win. No. Razio is Wojtaszek. When did I say I'll purposely lose this one to make a statement? Kuch bhi. You can just take f8. It's the bishop e4. Did I see something here? Felt like I saw something, but now I can't recall. Just can't recall. Okay, he can even take this. It's time to resign this one. And follow the people at the top. Hikaru is doing well here. No, Prague is not playing Title Tuesday. Hikaru is not really doing well. It's a pretty good position for black. And Fabi is, I guess, doing okay. It's also pretty equal. Farches is Andrei, Dimitri Andrei. And amongst Indians, seems like Setu has the best score. He's playing against Daniel Darda and he's winning completely. Knight c6 should win the game. Simplest way. Yeah, game over. Setu moves to 7 points. How's Magnus doing? Magnus, where are you? He just came in time for classic tactic and has defeated Radoslav Wojtaszek, who just lost against Hikaru. Hikaru is making a draw here. Yeah, d3 check and d2 and bishop f3 now. This is a draw. So Hikaru couldn't win that one. And Fabi is also in contention, but he's also drawing this. So Hikaru and Andrekin on 8. This is back row on 7.5. And others on 7, I guess. Who is Manchuk? Petrosian, Manuel Petrosian, right? Yeah. Hey Ripan. I shared something on Reddit. What? You mean the one I shared today on Twitter? You saw it on Reddit. Yes, to be honest, I did do that with a lot of thought. And one of the reasons I shared that was because, first of all, no idea about the veracity of the devices, and secondly, who would spend $6,000? I mean, if someone spend that kind of money, then someone already is in the thick of things. So it's not accessible for the regular people. So that was one of the reasons. But there are pretty easy tools. There are tools where you can just see it appearing right in the screen. Like for example, Rook D1 is winning. It's checkmate. Timofey is losing. So there are tools where the moves just show in your screen, which is why screen share is a method of it's a deterrent. Yeah, Bharat is winning this one. But for example, in this Title Tuesday, there is already no deterrent. or not much deterrent. So back in the times, they used to ask people to, oh, undisputed 92, Sham Nikal is making a draw. Leon 5.5. NR Vishak is winning, so he'll go to 6.5. Today's title Tuesday has been brutally strong. Feels like we. What? Why didn't he just take the rook? Because he wanted checkmate, yeah? Understandable. Okay. Let's try and finish off well. It's going to be Fabiano versus Hikaru. Magnus is playing against Etienne Becro from France. Which stream of people end up having the most tears? Engineers or medicine? Chat. Which stream of students undergo more pain? Engineers, of course. Yeah, I think so too. But okay, the thing is, engineers generally get placed by the time medicine students are halfway into their career, no? But then engineers might argue that their student life extends into their work life as well because they still get treated like students. Shit, tears in job also. Over chat. Yeah, medicine is long. Queen b7 is possible, but he goes all the way back. If I move my knight, he takes the pawn. So just prevent. White wants to simplify, so I'm just going to prevent that. And I also want to get my rook to d8. Okay, engineers play Drop Knight, Doctor Save Life. Isn't talking about printing engineers.
Y'all see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down,
Going to join medical college this year. How many people out here are studying in India and how many are studying outside? Chat. Take this, no? Looks like finally I'll get a win going. Rook e2, there is queen d4. I had realized how hard winning is going to be in this tournament today. I would have played a lot more carefully from the beginning. Now my opponent is getting into some serious time trouble.
Yo, this a war zone, homie. Say you ready and prepared. Take a minute, make them aware. Well, I'll be sneaking in the back, but it's what the clap. Homie, life ain't fair. Caught me crawling through the mud where the vision saw it clearly. Born a shepherd to these sheep. Make them fear me. This a war zone. Trashed out, trap house. Nothing ever given. Yeah, every day's a blessing. Thank the Lord, oh, how I'm living. See me riding with my top down.
Okay. This game goes on.
Think I'll ever stop.
I want to finish it ASAP. Moves, because if you want to finish fast, one way to do it is just by playing good moves. Yeah, okay, my opponent resigned. And let's go. Wow, Fab is crushing Hikaru. What a title Tuesday this is, people. I did not expect that, to be honest. Setu is making a draw in a must-win game to get to the prize. And how's Magnus doing? I have no idea how Indian lad is doing. Seems quite buried. Can't see Magnus also. Oh, Magnus has won already. So let's focus on Fabiano Hikaru and see if, because although Fabiano is like super strong, he can make mistakes in these with seconds on. Okay, queen goes to f6. Now rook c7 or rook d1. He has to be careful. There can be some knight h2 check. Oh no, one more time and it will be repetition. What is Fabi doing? Rook c4, what is this? This is like crazy. Oh my god, what did Fabi do? He might just take a draw now out of nervousness. He might lose this actually. He might end up losing this. Knight d4 check. He blended knight d4 check. Yeah, I so saw that coming. What did Fabi do? Why? Oh my god. Oh my god, how can he not win this position? Just a complete lack of practice when you have seconds, you know. And he was just worried about some bishop e6 check, which is why he hesitated playing rook c7, bishop e6, king g2, this knight d4 check. Understandable, but the thing is, the queen was quite safe here, so he could have gone for rook c7. I think with that, Hikaru should take the match, take the tournament. Andrekin has lost, so Manuel Petrosian against Hikaru. Hikaru will make a draw in the last round. Tiebreaks generally tend to favor the person who has made a better start. So Hikaru will make a draw in the last round, I think. Just 3 games going on. G3 and bishop f3 as well. Yeah, that's a win. And this is a draw. So, what? How is this a draw? Ah, because white lost on time. Okay, yes, let's finish off with a win. I'll keep the standings open. Let's see if Hikaru makes a quick draw or not. Manchuk is Manuel Petrosian. He's a grandmaster from Armenia. Come on, Bilan, let's go. Let's go. Magnus is playing Botnik. Yeah, there we go. I told you so. It's gonna be a draw. Even if Magnus wins, he will be second place at best. So Hikaru will be happy. Manuel Petrosian will be happy. And that's some really nice bragging rights for Hikaru. Yeah, that blender of Hikaru kind of sealed it. It was a 3 horse race from the beginning, and after my mouse slip, I got out of the race. So then it became a 2 horse race between Magnus and Hikaru, and that draw just sealed it for Magnus. It was not good for me whether. People want to draw against me so much. Even when I'm playing so bad. Also, I mean, I understand if this game involved FIDE rating and stuff, but without that, yeah, if Fabi won, it would have been crazy. How's our boy Magnus doing? Not gonna be easy for him to win this. He's playing Botnik, who plays this annoying C3 Sicilian. Why do people call Alapin C3 Sicilian? Because white plays C3 in the Sicilian. Sure, if Alapin would mind that so much. Sometimes I feel it would be better not to have increment in the store during these times. Opponent is playing so slow. Playing well. It's not surprising. A lot of people take Title Tuesday quite seriously. But I'm not sure if he saw this. He saw it all right. He's been having that for such a long time. It was I who did not see my opponents. He was preparing for this all along. It's some desperate counterplay. But actually I'm just a rook down. Just a rook down. A good move by my opponent. So West still has some more chances. I don't think so. This is just too overwhelmingly winning for him. Okay. Even simpler for it. This goes bishop a4. Now the only thing I can hope for is internet drop for him. Okay. Fine. But internet drop happens only when you're playing from India. So after that miserable title Tuesday, let's get back to Magnus, who is also losing. So g4 now and Magnus has to resign. No, there is still bishop f7, so he will continue, but rook d7. Queen h5 was there, so Magnus takes the pawn instead. Yeah, just knight g2. Now queen g6. Queen comes to h5, knight e3 check. Just queen h5, queen g4. Magnus almost flagging the, but has time to play one more move before he gets mated. Magnus has 8.5 out of 11. Fabi also has 8.5 out of 11. Wow, what a strong tournament this has been. Today is like crazy strong. Wesley is still playing. He finishes with 8. Setu finishes with 8.5. On par with Magnus. Action drop. I think that's pretty much all the games. Are they still playing some rook and bishop versus rook? Chess Missile is winning. Not quite sure who this is. There's just one more game going on. White is winning. Yeah, 92 is good. Alright, chat. That was a fun title Tuesday. I'm thoroughly exhausted. During the last 30 minutes, I just completely lost energy. Playing chess requires energy, so I just completely lost it. Oh my god, what winning technique is this from white? Just push the pawns, queen, c5, play the pawn to c5, knight to e4. Yeah, knight e4 check, play. Good. Awesome. So that's the end of another Title Tuesday chat. I don't know if I'll be there for the next Title Tuesday here. I'll be out in Austria. That will be on 4th October for ECC. So that was a lot of fun. Now it's time for me to go back to my recording. I was not sure about hosting the Title Tuesday today, but somehow I wanted to, and it turns out that it was not the best of ideas because I'm just so exhausted right now, and it's been like close to 4.5 hours of constantly talking on camera this evening. But it was still fun. It was totally worth it doing it with you guys. So thank you so much for staying through, and thank you so much for being such a fun chat. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow for the Arjun Rajabu match on chess.com Global Championship. That will be at 9:30, and yeah, so I'll see you all there tomorrow. And for more updates, do check out the chess this week as well on my channel. And if you want more such updates, then subscribe to my channel as well. All right, chat. So thank you so much, and see you all. Wait, did someone say Magnus tweeted? Or was it like a clickbait? What did Magnus tweet? Oh, okay, come on. It's the old tweet. Okay, clickbait done. See you all. Oh, wait. How on earth do I get 7 black games in 11 rounds, cancelling my diamond membership and never coming back? What? Who does this remind me of? Is this an option really, cancelling the diamond membership? But I got 6 whites with 5 blacks. So, but yeah, this is like a weird tweet from Magnus. These things happen. Just flow with it. But that said, yeah, that game losing on time was pretty annoying. But anyway, guys, that was a lot of fun. And see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Thank you.